Hi everyone, welcome back to GameMobile HDgraphic channel. If you are a new viewer on this channel, congratulations because you will get the newest update game that has an early access or even a beta, which is one step ahead than the other players. At least we know how the gameplay will be. I wish you all tapping a like button to support this channel. Please enjoy the video of Top 10 Best New Games Online and Offline Games 2025 for Android and iOS. Sweech RUN is a new game multiplayer with an arcade gameplay. Will compete with so many players on the server and get into the game to lead the rank in a higher score. The game will let the player explore a tiny world by foot. Some NPC will stand still around it and we can ask them to have a conversation, give a gift, or have a battle. The game's combat mechanism is a hack and slash game. Unfortunately, the camera angle is a top-down view perspective. We can learn a new ability each time we clear the area, then 3 skill options will show up with a different option of active skill or passive skill. Unleashing the skill anytime is possible to do as long as the cooldown is ready. Anyway, we will only have 2 characters with a different main weapon, warrior and also gunner. It's not a gender lock where we can select a male or female hero. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any appearance selection, but it's on development, so we hope it will get a huge update then. Starward-Mecha Girls. We should get more new games like this. The game's concept is pretty interesting, where we play in a multiplayer base with a fast-paced combat battle. There are so many collectibles heroes we can get freely once we clear a certain mission. All of the heroes are a female with such a beautiful shape and pretty face. I'm sure more male players would love to play it. It's not about the character design only, but the gameplay really hooked me in a sudden. The gameplay is a hack and slash base. We can play a different playstyle by using a primary weapon or secondary weapon of the melee and long range. I love how we can fly along the sky and grapple in the air. Unleashing the skill using a basic attack will be a really sick one. We do it while flying. The whole combat seems pretty chaotic because it will have a free battle. We need to keep having a clear vision by switching the target. Starward-Mecha Girls is absolutely the best new game anime for mobile 2025. Starstride. Look at how the game represents the next gen level for mobile game in 2025. I don't even believe if the mobile game has reached this point. It feels like I'm playing a PC game in my hand and playing it everywhere. I am pretty sure many of you will agree with me if Starstride is one of the most realistic game on mobile now. It's pretty insane how we can turn the graphic into maximum and the developer are successfully making huge progress and reducing the issues. This is a new game MMO RPG with a robotic character design. It seems so futuristic at all. Even when you are visiting the Plaza Town, it is truly magnificent. It's like we are in another universe. The game will allow the player to play automatically in combat, but we need to tap the combo icon manually because it will appear in a short period of time. There are 2 factions that are playable. I really hope the developer will make the game become a PvP base. Overall, I would rate 10 to 10 by the gameplay, visual and also combat features it has. Bright Memory Infinite. This game has released the full version right now, with so much improvement by the graphic and how well the visual right now if we compare with the previous version. I would love to play the game continuously. The game's combat mechanism looks super exciting because we can do so many moves, doing a parrying for the incoming special attack by the boss, but once we are facing the boss, we should always try to figure out about the barrier system. He will have a lot of gauge meter that represent his defense barrier that we need to break it out. By doing a counter attack, mastering any action will be the best way to win the game. And also, we can use 2 different weapons of guns and also swords. When I play the game, I feel like watching an action game because it is well represented by the storyline and also gameplay at once. There are so many buttons on the screen, but you can try to make your own button setting to play the game easier. Celestial Edge. I'm pretty sure not many of you noticed this game. Seriously, this game is one of the best new offline games on mobile. Even right now, we are only able to experience the beta mode, but it's pretty enough to know how the game's graphic and visual will be. The game has a hack and slash ARPG base where the main hero is a female and we can't change the job selection. The gameplay is quite easy and newbie friendly. We only need to be concerned about the stamina indicator once we do some basic attack or dodging, but it will slightly reduce and I'm sure we can manage it perfectly. It will recharge over time along the combat when we don't do any action. We can rotate the camera angle to 360 degrees and explore the area. At the end of the path, we will face the huge boss of monster and we should kill him to open up the gate into the next stages. Celestial Edge is the best new offline game RPG 2025. Dream Route Online. This is a just new release game, and I would like to highlight that the game has an option to play offline for reaching a higher score or playing a drift in the open world. And also, we can play it online multiplayer by inviting or joining someone's room, and it will be divided based on the region we would like to participate in, like USA, Asia, or Europe. This racing game has a beautiful color rendering, especially when we are under the sun. The shadow looks so realistic at all. We can modify the car or do a customization to make it look better. While playing a multiplayer mode, we can crash the other car and make a chaos while racing. Unfortunately, the game needs a ragdoll physics to make it look more realistic in general. The best new game offline 2025 and playable online for mobile. Dark and Darker Mobile. This game is truly magnificent. If you love to play an action game in a dark fantasy theme, then I would suggest this game is the best one. The game will have a seasonal base, which means every season will give a new adventure and restart from the lower rank. It's kind of no pay-to-win games that we can play together with the other players in a competitive gameplay. There are so many classes available to pick from, such as Barbarian, Warrior, Cleric, Hunter, and Assassin. Of course, with a different weapon, you will need a different playstyle as well. In-game, we need to fight with each other and try to survive to become the last man standing. Some skills are available to use, like increasing the power, dealing a heavy damage, and potion to recover the HP. Dark and Darker Mobile is the best new game Android 2025 and iOS. Titanite. I am pretty confident if this game will become one of the best survival games in 2025. Seriously, it has a great combination of sci-fi world and also survival. Especially when you start the game from the beginning, the robotic form of the monster will easily describe how the world will become. It's quite a long prologue to tell about the main storyline. Actually, it's a single-player game where we need to follow the main mission to clear the propaganda by someone behind the weird project to conquer the world by technology. In-game, we can start to create our own base to live. The material is pretty easy to find around. By using one tool is enough to collect the wood or stone as the main resources to crafting. Once we face the monster, they all seem so aggressive on approaching us, even if they come in a group. Using the jetpack while shooting by flying is the best way to clear the enemy. Dungeon and Eldritch. This game is in development now, but we can download the game freely on the Play Stores. It has a great visual, especially the character design, but the combat mechanism feels so clunky. Seriously, the developer need to learn how to create a better movement in attacking action. It's quite weird when we touch the attack button, but suddenly the hero approaches the enemy in a blink. I prefer to play an action game that has a clear movement, whether it's in a fast-paced level or a slower action. While in the lobby, we can meet the other players and see their cool armor. Anyway, the appearance of the hero will be adjusted when the hero wears a different equipment. Unfortunately, we don't have any option to pick a different characters. Gladiator is the only class selection we can pick. Once the developer make a progress about the combat, then I'm sure it will become the best new game RPG 2025. Meadowfell, one of the most beautiful offline games that has a great visual and aesthetic ambience. It's full of green areas with a green plantation like grass and trees. I love how we have an option to select so many things to add to the world freely. Like we can add a monster, the pet raid as a mount, and many more. We can even pick so many different weapons, but we can't hit the monster around. It's totally a relaxing game. There is no microtransaction we will find around the game. We just need to enjoy the game and feel calm and relaxing moment. But I wonder if the developer will make a different mode, which is an action RPG game. With this type of the graphic, will be easier to attract the newbie players to play. And one more thing, just imagine if this game has a storyline base, no matter it's becoming a premium or free. I am pretty sure I will all in to play. Do you agree with my idea? Please write in the comments below. Meadowfell is the best new offline game Android and iOS 2025. Bonus, Pro York, Sandbox, and Zombies. As the game got an update by the zombie mode that we can play freely by killing the incoming zombie by a different wave we have. But I prefer to play the game in a sandbox gameplay, playing it in freedom and do whatever we want to do, like making a chaos by hitting the NPC or disturbing the police. This game is like GTA games, like where we are becoming a villain. Unfortunately, we can't drive a car or vehicle. I really hope in the next update it will have a feature to drive. Anyway, we can get a new weapon and switch the gun anytime. The offline mode is the one that interests me so far. With a cinematic graphic option and being able to run at 120 FPS will make your gaming experience better. These all are the best New Game Offline 2025 and New Game Online 2025 for Android and iOS. I hope you all touch the like button to support us. See you on the next video. Thanks.